Hi again from Las Vegas. I am back with another recap. Today, first round, I was playing against international master Alexander Katz. I have never played against him before, so I didn't know what to expect, but I got an interesting idea in the opening. He started with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. I was expecting Italian from him. He has played this line previously against Jeffrey Chong, so I was going for that line. But here after a5, rook e1, bishop e6, I think previously he played here knight b d2 move. But this time he went for bishop to a4, which I did not expect, but I didn't think that it was that dangerous move. So I moved my bishop to a7. He went for d4, bishop d4, and bishop to e3. In this position, I was trying to understand what should I do. At first, I thought I have an interesting idea with b5, bishop b5, knight takes d4, and if he takes d7, I take f3 and I get better pawn structure. And if he takes cd, I have ed, and bishop d7, I have de, intermezzo, and big advantage. However, then I realized that actually he has so many moves. I didn't play because of knight d4. I realized that this position is just good for white. So I spent quite some time here to understand which way to go. I didn't want to play rook e8 because I felt like he was gonna take d and the position might be equal. However, before the game, I was like, okay, I'm gonna play calm according to the position. It is draw, draw, what to do. He goes de. I take knight d5. Also, in this position, I was really, really thinking about taking e3. If ef, bishop a7, fg, and queen to f6. I thought that I have a good attacking chances. The engine says that white is better, but I think black has good compensation. But anyway, I was like, okay, play calm, just take e5. Yeah, I took e5, he took e5. In this position, I wasn't sure that if I should take a4 first. So yeah, I was calculating maybe this position to go. But I felt like this is too symmetrical, and I didn't know how to play for an edge after knight h3, although maybe slightly tiny bit pleasant for black. But anyways, I went for rook e5, bishop a7, rook a7, and here my opponent played creatively. I think that was his mistake. I think he should have just moved the bishop. That's why I was thinking that should I take a4, but he went for queen d4, rook a8, uh, bishop d7, queen d7, and c4. So he was trying to put his knight on what? Oh, I didn't realize that I have this move here. 4 knight d4, queen e4, rook e8. Oh no, that's very interesting. I didn't notice that the first rank might become a problem because he cannot develop his pieces, and my engine for some reason stopped working. Okay, let's sorry. um, okay, I'm gonna show the rest of the game without engine evaluation. Actually, one of the viewers asked like, "Okay, can you show analysis without engine?" So this position apparently I had advantage, but I decided to undermine his pawn structure. He went knight c3, b6, queen c4, rook b8. I attacked b2 pawn. He played b3. And in this position, I felt like my opponent was losing the thread of the game. And in this position, I think he made a terrible move. I think his best chance would have been to play rook e3, knight d4, and rook e1. Even though I am a pawn up, it's not easy to defend. For instance, if I play knight f6, there's rook e5, d, and the queen h6, and a5 pawn is hanging. So I decided. I mean, he played f4. I played rook e6, and in this position, he went for rook ac1. The idea is that if I take e4, he takes. I mean, I was trying to calculate what's happening here. It seemed like I could win queen d6, queen e1, king h2, rook f1. There is no way to stop rook h1 mate. But then I realized that, oh, he has this sneaky move, king h2, and still wants queen d6. And now if I play something like rook f1, I cannot play rook f1. Yeah, I cannot play rook f1. I cannot move my rook because rook c8 checkmate. Anyway, I played c5. I thought that he's gonna play f5, rook d4, queen e6, rook e5. And I think my opponent blundered rook d4 because he was getting upset around here. I didn't really understand what was going on. So I was expecting him to take a5, knight d4, knight d4, rook e4, rook e4, rook e4. And this position I was evaluating as a slight, I mean, not slightly, better for me because his king is worse. I have a better pawn structure. But instead he went knight b5. I think he might have blundered this rook e4 because now if he takes rook e4, I'm gonna take queen e4, knight d4, and queen e3, forking the king and rook. If he goes king h2, I play queen f4 check. He cannot go g1 because I take c1 with check, so he has to play g3. Then I grab the c1, and as you can see that his king is weak. I have extra pawn, and they should be winning. He goes rook f1. I play rook d2, and if he plays knight d6, there was a nice mate in rook e2, knight d1, rook g2, king h1, and this would have been a checkmate. And here he went knight c3, stop my rook e2 idea, but okay, this position is collapsing because now I have all kind of ideas, you know, and yeah, he went knight b1, and in this position I obviously could take a2, and oh, probably, yeah, I can still take a2 and completely winning, but I calculated that after king g2, queen e4, I am winning. If he goes king h2, I go king e5 check, king g1, queen g3, I take, king comes here, queen g4, fairly known stuff, rook h3 checkmate. If he goes king f2, then queen g3 checkmate. So he resigned after queen e4 check. Anyway, it's kind of unfortunate that I couldn't look rest of some part of the game with the engine, so I am not sure about the quality of my play. But I felt like I did well in this game from a positional standpoint. That I did not force the position, and I played normal, and I'm glad that I got my win with black. So I will have another game soon. Thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please do not forget subscribing. Thank you. See you soon.